listening to LA40 with Katerina Kozayas, only on LA Talk Radio.
All right, good morning, LA, and welcome back to another episode of the talk show LA40 here on LA Talk Radio. I am your host, Katerina Kozayas, and as you can see, I have some beautiful ladies in the studio with me. We were talking theater.
Yes.
We were talking theater with my thespian here. And on that note, I will introduce everyone that is with us tonight. To my left is my good friend and Business Development Director for Cheat Day Land. I'm going to tell you about what that is in just a moment. Thespina Patronis. Thespina, welcome to the program.
Thank you for having us, Katerina.
Yes, and then we are flanked by two lovely ladies who are also sisters. I love it when family is in business together. We have Ruby and Yolanda. Say hello, ladies.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Okay, so we are here talking about a few things. The first and foremost is Cheat Day Land, which is happening in Los Angeles right now. We're going to tell you what that is, but we're also going to talk about, cheat days. So stay tuned with us because we're going to have a fun time on the program as we always do. I'm going to bump it into your court since you're in the middle seat. You're in the hot seat, and then we're going to go over to our founder, Ruby, here. But first, we're going to start with Thespina. Thespina, tell us a little bit about Cheat Day Land.
Cheat Day Land is a pop-up, immersive, interactive museum where you are allowed to cheat and have fun and combine with balance fitness and art and all of your favorite foods. And I really, really love Cheat Day Land because it really brings all of the community together where they can collaborate and show off all of their talents. And that's something really close at heart for me. And you can be any age, and it's for all ages, and you can be a kid at heart. And that's another thing that I really love about Cheat Day Land.
Cheat Day Land. It is an immersive pop-up museum, and it is the brainchild of Ruby over here. So, Ruby, tell us a little bit about how you came up with this concept.
Well, I was traveling to Japan. I went to Tokyo, and I went to one of these museums that is interactive, and I had so much fun. And the person that was with me is also like, we're not kids and we're not teenagers nor millenniums, and we were having so much fun. I text my family and I said, oh my God, you guys, look at this. This is amazing. And then I said, we need to do something like that in LA. And that's really how it happens.
And so you come back to Los Angeles and you literally create from scratch this immersive pop-up museum in downtown LA.
Yes. So my brothers are being drawing since they were like 6 years old. And when I came and they were like telling me, well, this is a little bit crazy. You want to open this year. But I said, no, but this could be good. So they all said, okay, let's do it. And they started making the whole thing, the whole concept. We make a little maquette, and yeah.
You made a little what?
Maqueta.
A dream board.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Just want to make sure. Okay, so Yolanda, what did you think when your sister came home and said, I have this crazy idea. I saw this cool thing in Tokyo. Let's do it in Los Angeles.
That's Ruby. That's how we start all the businesses, though. The fitness studios and the boutique.
Yeah.
Everything is like, okay, let's do it. Let's all together do it. Let's plan it together. And, we have my brothers on the creative side, and we do the business side. It's more like the marketing person, too. Like we bring this community together. And it was funny, like how they started doing it. And it was all about having a place when everybody can bond. Because we love family-oriented places. And we're like, let's have this place where everybody can have fun. And we don't drink, so a lot of places here is like, oh, everybody needs to have alcohol. And we're like, no, we need to have a place where kids can have fun, adults can have fun. You can go with a date, you can go with your family, you can go with your best friend, with your girlfriend, and nobody's judging you, and you're just taking like crazy pictures, and that's it. But it's more than that. There's a story behind. It's a family-owned business, and this is the dream that we came here to America.
This is the American dream, is you come here as a family from Mexico, and next thing you know, you have the hottest downtown LA happening right now because of your efforts. I love what Ruby had said. Part of the problem with all of us aging is adults, we somehow convince ourselves that we're not supposed to have fun. And I think that's why Vegas is fun, because adults can go and there's, so much to do. So you've offered this. Thespina, how did you get involved with this project?
Well, I usually get involved in these very fun and creative projects when there's something like fire happening, and I need to turn it out. And so that's how I got on board. A wonderful friend of a common friend introduced us, Vula.
Okay.
Hi, Vula.
Hi, Vula.
Rock and Juice.
I love
And she said, you need Despina. And they said, okay, bring her on board. And it was just kind of refining and polishing and restructuring a few things because, they immediately started their project. And it was just really kind of hard. There wasn't a lot of thought to it. And, it just comes to show you can dream, you can believe. You don't have to have anything. You can start from scratch your dream. And the miracle lies in not what you don't have. The miracle lies in what you have, and you work with that. And so that's why I was very inspired to come on board.
Yes.
Because it was with just very few resources. And I said, okay, I'm on board.
Well, and what I love is your background is in theater, it's in the arts, you're a musician yourself, and so you probably brought a lot of the production background to a team that may not have had the production background.
Yes.
And I'm sure that's what intrigued you about working with Despina.
Yes. She was helping with the event. That's the first thing. It was Bula, I asked her, oh my gosh, I need someone that knows all about events that are bigger, because we do events at our studio for we've been doing this for 10 years.
Okay.
And we do that, but it's a smaller scale, right? And then this one was huge. It's okay, we need someone that is very knowledgeable about this.
The red carpet media.
The red carpet and the whole thing.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And we're talking about a venue of over 12,000 square feet in downtown LA. So this is not a little project. When did the doors open officially?
October 1st. That's when we opened, yeah.
And it's going to run until?
Well, we're in Los Angeles right now. We extended until February 15.
Woohoo.
And the exclusive announcement was made on KTLA, and that was really exciting as well. We had them in the house.
Yes, I caught you on KTLA actually that morning.
in the cereal bowl.
Yeah, in the cereal bowl. That's right. So what I want to talk about, girls, is part of the work that I do is I work with clients as a media and communications expert, and I really help them work on positioning their language for success. So how do you get over the mental language that maybe says, I have this great idea, and then the other shoulder says, but who am I to do this? Mm-hmm. Did you have that dialogue in your own head?
Probably because I'm very naive and no, I don't have that. So that's probably why I do this kind of stuff. Like my sister says, my first business, I just had the idea, but I don't have the money. And I'm how am I gonna do this? So start I never had negative thoughts or saying, oh, this is gonna stop me. The other hand was okay, I have this amount of friends. I have this stuff. If I sell my classes before I open my studio, I can do that. Then I start creating ideas like that. So,
and you know what that is? And that's the key for anyone watching. People are always stuck because they think, I don't have the resources. Mm-hmm. But it's not the resources. You need to have the resourcefulness. Mm-hmm. And when you have the resourcefulness, you say, which friends do I know? How can I get creative? Yeah. Where can I find? And that is so much more important than just necessarily having what we consider the finite resources, right?
Yeah, we try to concentrate on the positive side, and also we're finding the community together.
Correct.
Where we all have something in common, and we're I love your idea. How can I help? Rather than oh, but the economy, but this, because all these things. I'm okay, we already know those ones. We have them there.
Yeah.
But
society drills that into us every morning with the morning news.
Yes.
Probably that's why, because we're not from here also. So when I opened my first studio, it was when I think the economy here was really bad. I had no idea. I'm why we don't have that many students? I don't know. But we start bringing more people and everything, and bringing the community together, and then. Like you said, you meet people like the spinner, right? They know how to do a stuff.
Sure,
but I feel that comes in the way, when you really put yourself out there, so the universe brings you everything else that you need. It's amazing.
Well, I love what Chita Land represents. It's not just a pop-up immersive interactive museum with art, fitness, and food. It is a family-oriented, and everybody's working together, and the circle just grows and grows and gets bigger and bigger. Yes. And everybody that comes on board, it becomes family. And then it's how can we help you? How can you help us? And how can we all have fun doing, being creative together? And that's what brought us here also with Caterina today.
Absolutely, because Despina and I have worked on some other projects together. We plan to collaborate on some other projects together. And so it's one of those things that I think the day of the guru, where there was one person and everyone sort of followed is over. I think society is now so much more open to a collective energy. And as you just said, how can we help each other? Because if I help you and you help me, guess what? We're both elevating this way. Rather than, this very traditionally masculine, competitive, keep you down and I'm going to kick the ladder out of the way. Now I think we're coming, and I hope more of us were coming from a place of, here's my ladder and let me give you a hand on the way up, right?
Together.
Yes.
That's really important. And that's what really intrigued me working with these ladies here, because they were really, anything I ask them or I propose to them, they say yes. They never say no, and I love the positive messages that we have in Cheat Day Land. I just love, we recently had some, misunderstandings in how Cheat Day Land is and what the food represents. And it's like we are really focusing on celebrating food and not having shame and not having guilt, and just as a opportunity to get together. And so, looking at that and kind of switching that and just being always positive, and it just really was inspiring working with these ladies, just getting over every hoop and going to the next level.
I think it's what you both just said, which is, again, a barrier that keeps people back is they think, well, I don't know how. But the key is, and one of the clients that we represent, and this is one of his mottos, is say yes and figure it out later.
That's
You'll
me.
figure it out. So just dive in and go for it.
And
Now,
stay hungry.
I was going to say, tell me about, speaking of hungry, tell me about the name Cheat Day Land. Where did that come from?
My brother Manuel. So my three brothers.
How many kids are you total?
We're six.
Okay.
Yeah, three girls and three boys.
Enrique,
Nick, Manuel, Miriam, Yolanda, and myself.
So the boys are all the artists?
Yes, three of them.
And what did you do with your poor sister? You got rid of her? You sold?
No, my sister, she wanted to be a mom.
Oh, okay. So she's doing her thing.
Yeah.
She's supportive in spirit.
Oh, for sure.
Yes.
Excellent.
But yeah, so my brother created the name, but we got inspired by The Rock. We
Dwayne Johnson.
followed-
Okay. All right. So that's where my head went. The
Yes.
Rock, the actor. Yeah.
Yeah, so we really love him as a person, his movies, every single thing that he does.
And his story,
Oh,
too,
his
right?
I know.
Exactly. Yes.
It's amazing. So we connect with him. But that's how we learn actually the word cheat day. We didn't know that word, and then So my brother Manuel came up with ideas like why we don't do a cheat day, because cheat meals and we're into fitness, so that's what we're working on.
And I was going to say, right, how many of us are waiting for Sunday so that we can have that cheat day and order the pizza and order the ice cream and drink the wine and
And when you do that, it's a celebration, right? And we're all together, and then you're having fun and you're having a great time, right? So it's no reason to be ashamed or feel bad or feel guilty.
What do you think, Yolanda, what do you think was your biggest business challenge putting this together?
Definitely the resources, and that's where we get creative, and then we start calling people, and then all of our sponsors, they try to help out in different ways, and then that's how we met different people. Like we got introduced to Despina, and then we got introduced to Ron, to Jen, Jasmine and Frankie, and and Abigail. So everybody, and we all create this community.
It's a skeleton staff.
Okay.
And so it's really important for us to be able to get along together too, because a lot of times during productions and projects, there's a lot of and the people not getting along. So it's kind of illuminating the people that we don't get along, so we can stay and be like-minded and run swiftly with everything that we need to.
What is your big vision, Yolanda, for this project? Do you see it happening annually? Do you see it going national? Where do you see it 5 years from now?
So we see it happening because we're moving. We're like little gypsies here.
Okay. Like physically moving houses, you mean?
Yeah, we're moving to Orange County, and then we're moving to
you're moving
Cheat
the
Day Land,
pop-up.
yes.
Right.
Yes.
Okay.
We, when we were talking about this with my whole family at the beginning, when we were doing this project, we wanted to also bring, after we moved, for a year or two, we wanted to come back to South Bay. We're from South Bay, and we feel that we don't have that much in there. So we wanted to have maybe in Torrance to have the museum there permanently.
Now they want to anchor there.
Right.
Because we need something over there.
And we need to make it part of the community.
Right.
Absolutely.
And to have, because we want to also drive traffic to
where
and you know
we're
what,
from.
and that's a great idea, because that part of town is up and coming. Now you've got the new stadium going up in Inglewood.
Oh, yeah.
People are going to be moving south and east.
Yeah.
They need a
And so
museum.
if you and if you have somewhere where people can come and spend the day with their families and
Exactly.
feel that it's okay, give themselves mental permission to play in that space of cheating without the judgment.
Yeah.
Well, right now I'm so excited because we have 2 schools on board that will be coming for a fundraising event at Cheat Day Land. And that's another part of, the lady, everybody's dream here is just getting the kids on board and kind of giving back to the community, to charities, and positioning themselves where they're able to. And, because it's just started, you can see they have such a big heart and generous, and they still want to give back, even though they are at the start of their business. I mean, that's so inspiring.
And we were talking a little bit before the program while we were here and getting ready. We were in the green room, and we were talking about people that are successful, that see the monetary reflection in their business, are very often the people that are offering to the community, that are doing something of impact, that are doing something of purpose, that are doing something that is also fun. Because what I've come to recognize is money is actually a happy vibration.
Correct.
So money comes when you're having fun, and when you're having
Yes.
fun, it's usually because you're doing something you're passionate about,
Correct.
right?
Yes.
Yeah, I totally believe in
Yes.
that. Like for us, like we come from nothing, and then we just make stuff that unless you have money, you couldn't do that, right? But we didn't have that, so we make it. So I feel this energy.
And then that's also one of the reasons why we open the doors to some nonprofit organizations of low-income families and children that are high risk, and just all sorts of different children that don't have the privilege to experience Cheat Day Land. And that was one of Ruby's passions as well. And so we are creating that opportunity where we're able to open our doors and have nonprofit organizations come and giving those children an opportunity to experience it where they wouldn't be able to in any other way. So we're just so blessed to be able to do that too.
Well, we're blessed to have you and your mindset here. How long ago did you move here from Mexico?
We got here on 2000,
Okay.
Yes.
long time
Yeah.
ago.
It's
So
been a while.
probably, I was going to say, well, it's been a while, but at the same time, you're coming to a new country, probably with no language, probably with no resources, probably with no friends, and you're thinking, now we have to make it. Fast forward 18 years later, and
And
you are
here we are.
becoming pivotal players in the community. I mean,
No,
that's
yeah.
incredible.
It's a dream come true for us, like honestly, because where we come from, we had nothing, and we live in a very third world country, Mexico, right? So when we're here, it's a land of opportunities,
Yes.
and we have to take advantage of that. And so that's when we start doing this. And to me, the way we're doing it is we're paying it forward. And we have done this too with our fitness studio, our flying aerial, when we also bring kids from the YMCA programs. And, we try to also celebrate different things, bring our traditions to teach to people, like the Dia de los Muertos, Day of the Dead.
Ah, yes.
We want to incorporate that into the fitness world, / we put up like a production, So we're just...
Do you still have the fitness studio? Is that running and
Yes,
operating?
it
Where is
in-
that?
It's in we're in Torrance.
Yeah.
And there, that's where, like
Okay.
my sister was saying, we do events
Excellent.
every year.
Yeah.
It's really cool.
I know, and we're also trying to incorporate the business, the fitness side in
Into
Cheat Day
Cheat Day.
Land. We're gonna bring fitness classes.
And we have a very big fitness event also with Melina Cristidi, and she'll be on board on November 10 as well. I mean, we have so much fun things happening at Cheat Day Land. You
Yes.
don't want to miss it. You do want to come on board, and you can give us a holler if you do want to book an event. Fundraising, a birthday party, even
Sponsor us.
sponsor us, and also film your next music video. I mean, there's so many different creative opportunities at Cheat Day Land. It's not just the museum.
Right, absolutely. So my question to you now is, you have the opportunity to give back to the community. And like Despina was saying, the community is invited to come and use the space, or to work with you to rent the space, to use the space. If you had one person you'd love to get a phone call from to say, hey, good job, who would you love to get that phone call from?
Wow.
The Rock.
I know.
They
That's him.
always talk about The Rock,
I know, we
Dwayne
love
Johnson.
him. And more because he also loves kids.
Yes.
He's the person that probably will bring like some kids or his organization to Cheat Day Land would be amazing. Yeah.
So shout out to The Rock, to Dwayne Johnson.
Yes.
If you or
Call us.
any of your people are listening to this because you're local here in town too, then do call us. Do reach out to these
We also
wonderful people.
one of our rooms, because we have 15 rooms. One of our rooms is
him.
Dedicated to
I
him.
know,
Yes.
we just
So you
love
have
him.
to come now.
Yes.
That's so great. That's so great. How do your brothers feel about having their art displayed?
Oh, it's very exciting. I mean, we've been working nonstop since I had the idea. Puro my brothers, they're so adorable. Oh my goodness, yeah,
they're very passionate and they're very quiet. You know,
yeah,
they're excellent.
Yeah,
we are the.
I was going to say that the energy is the female matriarch energy. I can feel it.
Well, it's been like that in the family forever. You know, my mom is a single mom,
Right,
6 kids.
Yeah.
So she raised a woman like you guys have to do, and they're meant to be gentlemen. You know?
Excellent.
But you know, they love the art. Everybody loves the art, and they want to meet the artists. And my brothers are so shy, and they're
I
there.
know.
And then
well, we also collaborated with Storyland Studios,
with Sterling.
and they were able to bring that life, that art to life.
Okay, how
Yeah.
lovely. In what capacity?
They installed everything.
Oh, wow.
So my brothers design it, and then
Yeah.
they send it to Storyland Studios to make the dream come true.
So my brothers work with the whole team with them. Like, it's funny because my brother Manuel, he was studying architecture, and of course, like, you know, life happens and we cannot go to school anymore or whatever. But so he was working with the architects and with the engineers, and it's like he's the one that is
You
making
probably
the whole
loved
production.
that,
Yeah.
though. But you
Yeah.
see how that comes full circle?
Right.
When you have a passion, the universe will figure out a way to allow you to play in that
Exactly.
space.
Yeah.
So I have a question
Exactly,
for you
yeah.
because you have children.
Yes.
If one of your boys came up to you and said, Mom, I have this crazy idea. I'm going to design this pop-up art place, 12,000 square feet with 15 different rooms, and it's going to be madness. What would you say to him?
I'd say go for it. I have an 18-year-old son and a 14-year-old son. I am a single parent, and it's been really challenging raising them and trying to do a career and juggle and change consistently. I've been changing many careers, if you haven't noticed, if you've been following me, just to accommodate the family life as well. So I would say go for it. More power to you. I believe in you. You can do anything you put your mind to it.
And you know, that's exactly what my mother did always to us. And I feel that that's why, like, my whole family were like that, like very together. She always was like, the only thing that she had to give us is love, right? And that's why we're like this. Like, we're very unit.
Is your mom
Very-
proud of you?
I think so.
And your grandma, their grandma
Oh,
visited
grandma,
the
and your
museum.
grandma
Their
too,
yaya,
amazing,
yes.
Grandma
She
is-
visited
yeah.
United States for the first time. We haven't seen her in 20 years.
Wow.
But it
So,
was sad because
yeah,
she came and we're like so busy
so
with the
busy.
museum. So when she went back right now, she's like, I'm so proud of my kids. Like, she's telling everyone about, like, they have a museum in United States. They do. And it's just, we're from a small town.
How
really little
exciting.
town.
And I've got goosebumps while you're saying that because that's a big accomplishment, you know?
Yeah.
Absolutely it
Yeah.
is.
And also, I wanted to mention that we also, like I said, we support art. And then we have the museum, but also comes with a gallery at the end
Art
of
gallery.
the tour.
Mhm.
And then we have a gift shop. And then in the gallery, we collaborate with other artists where we want to, you know, feature them as well to help out, you know, again. And then the gift shop, we have different vendors that we support too.
Right.
So,
And some of them, just wanting to give a shout out.
Yes.
Our, you know, right now when you do come to Cheat Day Land and you finish the experience, at the end you get to experience Gizmo cereal, and we have a mascot. His name is Gizmo, and sometimes he's there, sometimes he's not. He's an adorable puppy, a dog. And then we have Pizzanista birdies that are the donuts for this month. Big Wave Grilled, Chili Mango, and Monster Java, giving all of that free coffee. And so you get to collaborate with all of these wonderful, generous sponsors. And then we move into the gift shop area, the lobby boutique, Puppy Makes Me Happy, Shag Bag, Mitchie Match, I'm Mad in LA, which helps and supports human trafficking, Pearl Pixis, Gizmo Swag, Pizzanitza Swag,
and we have
staffing
also,
and pop-up staffing and
we have
consultation
Uprising. It's a brand, and then
that have
that's-
come on board as well.
and they support minority groups making it happen in the United States.
So we're
Yeah,
having a lot
they-
of different people that we can barely keep up with.
Yes.
And everybody has their own personal cause that gives back, and we love supporting those causes and having them collaborate with us. And we do need more, you know, sponsors that we can collaborate with.
I was going to
and
say, if someone is looking to sponsor or looking to come and support financially in any way, how do they reach out to you?
right here.
There you go.
Yeah. You go on www.cheatdayland.com
All one word?
and
cheatdayland.com.
allland.com, and then we have the PR email, which is there, and the sponsor email as well. And you reach out, and we respond joyfully, and we just can't wait to have you guys on board. We can
Yes.
already feel many people coming through the
Oh,
doors.
absolutely. And
We
I'm
need
sure
chocolates.
it's- And I was
Yeah,
going
we
to say,
need
chocolate
chocolates.
vendors,
Yeah,
call
chocolate.
us. I was going to say, and I'm sure that Orange County is going to be very excited to have you come down there in the new year.
Yes.
Yes, they actually, yes.
Yeah, very
were,
excited.
We were thinking about opening first in Orange County because LA was like giving us some trouble in the city. But So yeah, finally everything we find a place. But in Orange County, they're very nice. Actually, they want us in a Spectrum, so we're gonna be there.
Wow.
Very exciting.
big.
And then after that, they'll be uninstalling and installing and moving on to maybe San Francisco, New York. We have a lot
Diego.
of San Diego,
Miami. I wanna be in
Miami.
Miami.
And then Anchor after they do this big tour of Cheat Dayland and Anchor in South Bay, where their heart is and where they live, and want to give back and make that more of an artistic community as well.
Exactly. Not just the beach.
Yeah, not just the beach.
Just the
yeah.
beach, right? Let's get some culture infused in there. And you mentioned Miami, Despina, because Miami did that as well, right? They have the beach. They're known for this tourist lifestyle, come hang out and party. But they have been cultivating an artistic element into the city with a designated part of the city that is for the design district, with a designated part of the city that is for art. They have a once-a-year art exhibition in December called Art Basel. So if you're going to do something in Miami, you should
That's what we
look
need
to
to do.
open it up December 2020
Wow.
because that's when all of the artists from around the world are going to be there. It would be amazing if you
Oh
could
my God.
coordinate at that time.
That's it,
Because
we have
they're
to.
blowing up. Yes.
That's
yes.
where we're gonna be in
we'll
2020.
That's right.
If Ruby says it, that's where we're going to be.
Oh, yeah.
That's so funny.
Yep.
Well, ladies, I wanted to say thank you for, number one, your time this morning, for coming to share your story, and number two, for your efforts and for your involvement in bettering this country right now for all of us. Please let us know, again, the website.
cheatdayland.com. You can follow us on Twitter. You can follow us on IG and Facebook, and it's Cheat Dayland, one word. Website is www.cheatdayland.com, and you can book your tickets for a wonderful tour experience and art gallery and gift shop and meet the girls up close and personal and the rest of the dream team.
I want to say something. So right now we have a promotion that if you bring your kids that are younger than 13, if they come with a custom, they're going to come in for free because it's Halloween. So and we're going to be doing the trick or treat. So please come.
And that starts from October 24th until October the 30th. And the children under 13 can enter for free.
If they come with a custom, so come with
Yes.
your
So
custom.
come with a costume anytime over the next week leading up to Halloween next Wednesday.
Also, if you guys want to have any ideas for fundraising, we're also supporting a lot of fundraising events. So
Yes.
come on board with us.
Perfect. One last word of motivation to anyone that might be watching that has a dream in their heart.
Just, I've been saying it all the time. Just like if you don't like your job, just quit your job and do whatever you want to do.
But you have to have a business plan first to follow up to
No, you
go
have to have
forward.
this-
Your
you have
business
to have
director.
this Pina, right there.
Yes,
That's what we have her.
Exactly.
Yolanda, last words?
Come visit us at Chiteland and become a kid again. Have fun.
I know. Have fun. That's the key.
Become a kid again. Well, we always have fun here on LA Talk Radio on LA40. Before we close up, I would like to give out a couple of announcements as they pertain to some of the events that we have coming up. Because for those of you who want to get into a space where you're changing your mindset and you want to move from this mindset of scarcity and disbelief to a place of belief and I am capable, I'll be holding an event, running it with a colleague of mine called Change Your Blueprints, Change Your Life. That is October 30th in Beverly Hills. It's a morning session. We invite you all to come and join us. It's going to be pivotal. And for anyone in San Diego, having a second event, San Diego, November 10th. So I won't be able to come to Cheat Dayland that day, which is too bad because when you mentioned
But I'll
November
come
10th,
to you.
come to
We'll
me,
come to
San
you.
Diego. We're going to be having a one-day training on charisma, persuasion, and influence. How do you persuade people? How do you influence them to align with your dream? You want to know that as we head into 2019. Up-level your communication skills. Stay with us here. Do go check out Cheat Dayland. It sounds like a lot of fun. I haven't made it yet, but I will.
Thank you. We'll be at your event.
Yes, and we
We'll be waiting
thank
for you,
And I was going to
Katerina.
say, and we thank you all for watching. We thank you for doing what you do, and we'll see you again next week.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
You're listening to LA40 with Katerina Kozayas, only on LA Talk Radio.